Previously on Best Friends Forever. Bo made the lovable esport nurse Robin's acquaintance.
Who's this fucking asshole who just turns up to us and tells us how to own a dog?
We found out the truth of one's nose.
I've always said that the nose is the cock of the face.
Have you always said that?
Well, starting now, I will.
And of course, met the sandalwood-smelling dream that is Anders.
We totally have a type. He's a lawyer and a chef.
Also, massive pooped a lot.
Massive is doing a poop right now.
Get that
It's time for another episode of Best Friend Forever. And we have our best friend.
Nick Boy. Hello, Scotty. Welcome back to the Couch Pooch. When last we left our beloved canine hero, Massive was shitting all over the apartment.
Which, to be honest, I'm not super enthused about. I want to get to the, sexy times.
Well, I hope that the poop training is quick because it just feels like it's terrible in real life. Why would I want to do it in real life? Let's find out.
That's true of a lot of Sims, though, but they end up being fun. So maybe they'll make poop fun in this. The dog adoption place gave us a starter kit of owning a puppy. Mm-hmm. And this is it. Built into this game, we have to actually legitimately improve this dog's behavior and quality of life.
We can min-max this dog.
Yeah.
Squander the day. So we can hang out. We can give it a snack. We can
take it to doggy daycare.
Take it to doggy daycare because we got. Do we have a job?
We're a photographer, so.
Oh, we don't have a job. Walkies and talkies. Employ a dog.
There's a lot of. We have to pick 5. It says.
But this is still a ton of things. Okay, what? Name 3 things you love to do with Scarlett.
Well, I do love taking photos of her, so I like the idea of doing the photography thing.
There we go.
Trust and sociability we get from that. So we should be thinking about the different qualities that we want to.
Way that we want to. Do we care about fitness? I care about fitness. Well, not really. She's on 60 fitness.
Yeah, okay.
She lacks social skills. That's what we need. I want to hug that dog. Big spoon, little spoon.
Yeah, let's do that.
And should definitely meet other dogs, because if we go to the park and meet other dogs, we meet other people who own dogs. You see Anders again. What? What was that? Was that a sneeze?
I had to sneeze, but then you made me laugh and interrupted the sneeze.
Yeah, right.
So it kind of turned into a Frankenstein.
I didn't even know.
Oh, that was really unsatisfying, Nick.
Yeah, I can imagine. Because you've wasted it. You nearly
Well, I didn't
got
mean to.
Oh God, that was a true physiological freak show. What just happened?
Yeah. Green finger gardening. Oh, let's do the gardening one. Help
Okay.
with the local community gardening. That sounds
good.
lovely.
We definitely need to get a puppuccino and embrace cafe culture.
Oh, cute.
Run that week. Massive worked that reflector like an absolute champ and only chewed it a little bit. Oh, right. Okay. So Massive took a bunch of photos.
Oh,
Sociability
cute.
increased, trust increased.
So we've actually taught the dog how to, be a photographer? Is that what that was?
Wait, was it? Because it did say work that reflector like a pro as opposed to sat there and pretended to eat the food.
It looks like the dog was, working the light.
Have we taught a dog to be a person?
Maybe.
Is this dog? Are we teaching this dog to replace us professionally?
Over the course of the nap, Massive slowly pushed you out of the comfy spot on the couch. That happens a
Classic
lot.
dog. Within 5 minutes, Massive was in a butt-sniffing circle. They smelled some new friends.
You quietly let Massive bury some treats in the garden for later. You're sure no one will notice. Oh, okay, that's nice. So, we gardened, but also we let Massive just be a dog and do her, dog thing.
That's cute.
We're just literally applying skills.
We're literally just leveling up this dog.
Yeah.
Massive went to town on her puppuccino and quickly moved on to sniffing other dogs' buttholes. Buttholes? Not just butts. The actual hole. Gets some caffeine in her and she's just like...
Yeah.
That's a nose.
I like this little animation. It's cute. Cool. All right. So I feel like we've leveled out the Massive place. So we have... Were you doing something funny? I'm sorry, what were you doing? Were you doing a butthole thing? Show me again. Show me again. I'm sorry I missed it.
No, it's fine. Well,
show me.
Okay, I'll show you. But you were talking and you were looking up there and went, this is the butthole. And then I went... And then I went like this. And you were talking and I went like this. And I waved at you. And you didn't notice. And then I sucked that entire mouth out of the butthole. And then we just continued.
Okay.
Oh, that is a hungry dog.
We have no... Okay, well, because of all the activities. It's not because we're a bad mother.
Well, we technically are, because wasn't that a week's worth of activities that we did and we never fed the dog once?
Well, we fed an entire can of dog food at the start.
That's true. We could give her dry food, which will sate her hunger, but will dry her up. Wet food will sate, a little less drying. You guys can see the pluses and minuses. I don't need to
That's
explain all this.
hygiene, actually.
Why can't I read? The blindness is still here.
Yep.
Just pretend all of this never happened and just give the dog some fucking kibble.
Let's do some wet food. Shake out the wet food for Massive. Shake it out.
Shake it.
Shake it.
Shake it. Shake it.
Cute.
That was good.
All right, but now she's untidy.
But does she need any more food? She's still peckish.
I feel like we could give her a bone.
Yeah.
That looks like a rawhide bone and you should never buy those.
Because...
They treat them with a lot of chemicals.
Oh, really? Oh, to make them look all white or not smell?
Yeah, it's just not good.
What should we feed dogs?
Just like natural bones from the butcher.
Oh, yeah.
Or deer antlers.
Deer antlers.
Yeah.
Or... Say it. Say it.
I don't know what you're talking about.
What did she eat earlier?
Oh, a bully stick.
There you go. Which is?
A bull's penis.
Found that out today.
You found that out today. I knew what it was.
Yep.
I think it's good that you use the whole animal in some form.
Yeah, that's us. I just think it's bad that I spent 2 years with my dog called Bo, who we used to have wrestles with our mouths over bully sticks, where I would put it in and I go, arr, arr, and he'd go, arr, and we go, arr, arr.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah, it's pretty horrible. That. Okay, we're gonna clean this dog because it's nourished and it's quenched, it's ecstatic and excitable, and it's just untidy.
Hose Massive down. Fail. I think that went pretty well. Good job, Massive.
Okay, so a couple of things. One, no water came out of that hose. Two, if water did come out of that hose, you have got a wet dog running around your apartment now, and that is the worst smell imaginable. That's worse than the poo on the floor.
Massive curls up on the floor. Looks like I finally worn her out for the day.
Good. But she looks clean, so that's nice.
Yeah. I met a lot of people, though. Maybe I should invite everyone over for a housewarming.
Is that what...
Group sex.
All right, I take it back. Well, I was just going to say, is that what you would do? Like, you met a vet and someone who works at a vet clinic. You met a Dr. Esports fan, and then you met a sexy lawyer. I know sexy lawyer you would want to invite over. But it's like, if I went to like a coffee shop and ordered a coffee from a waiter, and then I went to a newsagent for some reason and did something, whatever you're doing.
You're like, hey, come on into my personal space.
Yeah, I bought some scratchies. Why don't you just walk on through that doorway?
I tell you what, I wouldn't invite people over to my apartment given the state that it's in. Like, unpack your boxes, woman. What is wrong with you?
Unpack your boxes, dry your dog, pick up the poop.
You're right. I definitely need to unpack first. Maybe I'll wait a couple of weeks. That'll give me time to make more friends. There we go. She took both of our advice, respective advice. How about for now we head to bed? There's all sorts of havoc that we can wreak tomorrow. Snoozing in progress. Oh. Rise and shine. It's week 2. No.
Oh, why?
Why does morning have to occur every day?
That's true.
What cruel god would let this happen? She's very dramatic.
She is. She is.
I flop my arm out from the covers and hastily slam the snooze button on my phone. Ah, sweet peace. I could lie like this forever. No! Okay, I'm up. You got your food. Are you happy now? Massive totters away from her empty bowl and begins circling by the door again. We know what that means.
Yep.
Come on, Bo.
Poopy.
You've learned from this. Oh, no, you don't, Poopington. That's very cute. Poopington the third.
The third.
Walkies. It's time for walkies. Works every time.
Walks are so good. Do you
Yeah.
do daily walks with Scotty?
Yeah, we try to most days. We either do daily walks or we'll go on a hike because of where we live, which is amazing. Or we go to the dog park.
Yeah.
All right, Massive, time to take on the world together. Where would you like to go? Oh, so we get to choose who we get to visit? Is that what this is kind of
That's
saying?
exciting. Welcome back, Bo. You look lovely today. You also have new messages.
Well, that's a very nice, positive thing.
Yeah.
You look lovely today. I wish my email told me that.
Totally. And this is from the Woofer team, and it has a suspicious file.xex executable file. Hi, Bo.
Oh.
Welcome to Woofer. We've matched you with lots of hot singles around Rainbow Bay, and they can't wait to meet you. You might even run into some of those eligible hotties while you're out exploring the city. Anyone who's happy to hear from you will be visible on your map, so swing by and introduce yourself when you have the chance. The Woofer team.
Why would the Woofer team have a suspicious file attached?
And why would the Woofer team be encouraging us to go out and just meet people randomly? They can't monetize that. Okay, they fully disclosed their location before we've even met. Oh, right. This is not a dating app you want to be on.
It does seem dodgy. It doesn't seem safe. But on the other hand, my whole journey up to this point has been suspiciously serendipitous, and who am I to question fate? Let's go meet some strangers on the internet. Welcome to Rainbow Bay Star. We meet at Rainbow Bay Live, a subsidiary of Obelisk.
What?
From here, you'll be able to check your emails or avoid your inbox like a millennial, make decisions on which woofer bow to bark up, where to squeeze in some extra time with your dog, and even use our social metrics to predict what kind of event you're walking into.
Okay. Up to 4 types of events can be available on the map during a week. Encounters, which are small run-ins with others.
I like this kind of open world approach to a dating sim, because
Yeah.
usually it's much more linear, but this is kind of telling us that we can go and seek out specific encounters by choosing them on the map.
And, more importantly, avoid specific encounters. Personal time, extra pup training opportunities, dates, which you could figure this one out, right? And big events for major milestones.
So we have like...
So who are we got 3 events here. These
okay,
little
these
dots.
are little encounters. Oh, that was the chick that you
That was
meant.
the one.
That's the sporty one?
Yeah, I think so.
We like her. What's the other one?
Yep.
Oh, that's the witchy one.
I liked her too.
Oh, Astrid. Oh, I love that name.
And who's this? It's all of them!
Oh,
it's Nathan
one of my
Drake!
favorites. It's
Ah.
Nathan Drake, the one we think is a detective with also a great name, Felix Green.
Felix Green's a good name.
Oh, I don't know who to go to first. I've forgotten all about Anders. Okay.
Okay, can I make the first decision and you make the second decision?
Please.
Being, the first decision is we've already met a guy that we like. We should see if there's any girls that we like. So we
Okay.
don't go for Felix this time. Marable Summers, Astrid Brooks. Marable Summers, Felix Green. Astrid Brooks, Felix Green. Marable Summers, Felix Astrid Brooks. Astrid Brooks.
The witchy one.
Yeah, she's cool.
My only issue with her is that she's like a little bit too similar to us.
Known for bully sticks. What? Is this game listening to her?
But that's so occulty that she's like the penis of an animal. Something she carries around with her. You know what I mean? And that's so like cauldron, toil and trouble.
But what was your thing? Oh, you're worried she's like us.
I just think like physically she looks a lot like us.
Oh, right,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah.
We look very similar.
Yeah.
Massive is tugging on Bo.
tugging on Bo. No! Oh, the irony was that we failed the dog petting thing because you were petting your real life dog.
Come on, Peter.
God damn it.
Come on, Peter.
Come on.
I stepped from the street into a broad cobbled square with a large monolith in the center. Scattered around the square are all manner of independent stalls. From gourmet hot dogs to scented candles, just about every niche of handcrafted goods seems to be on offer. Everyone seems content to take their time, while shopkeepers seem happy to have lengthy conversations about their product.
Oh my god.
Every time I go to do something, I'm like, no. I'm gonna try and do a Sean Connery.
Last call for gourmet bully sticks. Only one left until we can make more next week.
Look how proud this guy is about his bulldogs. He looks like one.
I can't believe bully sticks have become canon.
It's like a total. It is the defining plot of this episode.
I wonder if it will come up what they actually are, because this game was like, it's too like on the nose to not talk about
It's
it.
going in hard on bully sticks. I reckon this guy's going to bring it up for sure. Oh, I didn't even mean to do that, but it's true.
If your dog likes to chew, then you should choose see this treat.
Well, how does that sound, Massive? All right, let's get your first bully stick. It's kind of a weird name for a treat, though. I wonder where it comes from.
It's happening.
Why, hello there, young'un. Care to treat your little pupper there to a gourmet bully stick? These are 100% handcrafted, bespoke, non-GMO, gluten-free, ketogenic, meaty chews just for your specific little friend.
Oh, wow, that sounds great. What exactly is a bully stick?
I don't know.
You know, it's a stick of a particular cut of meat.
What, like steak?
Not quite.
You're better off not knowing.
Yeah.
It's the penis.
Clip that.
Who are you?
Comically short. What?
That's a bit mean.
Yeah.
When is it ever okay to call someone comically short?
Yes. Unless they are like hilariously short, like this short. As if like it's just like, oh my god, I can't believe you're this short.
A comically short woman with a high ponytail and slightly upturned nose stands behind me. Oh my god. Is that a Samoyed?
What's a Samoyed?
That dog. And they bark like this. Oh, woo, woo, woo.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cute.
Oh, woo, woo, woo. Sitting patiently by her side is an exquisitely groomed dog with impossibly thick white fur. It holds its mouth closed over the handle of a paper bag emblazoned with a logo reading Arts and Witchcraft.
Why don't all these dogs pick up things for their owners?
They've maxed out all of their intelligence and training. Just one of the many people in the crowd overhearing your conversation. And the owner of one very chew-happy Samoyed who would love a fresh bully stick.
You did it.
Actually, I want one for my dog. Sure, I wasn't that invested.
Ooh.
If we want to pursue her, then I guess we should say, sure, I wasn't that invested.
I guess we should be a bad dog parent, but a good human lover.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, I wasn't that invested.
Sure, I wasn't that invested.
She's being super passive.
Thank you so much. Oh, wait. What's her voice? I forgot that the question mark is actually... I was confused by that.
She's
but that's
a witch.
Yeah.
She sounds like Nev Campbell. She sounds like Sabrina. She sounds like
I'll make her British.
Mary Poppins.
A small woman reaches past me to pay for the bully stick. The shopkeeper wraps it in wax paper and ties it with a bright blue ribbon before passing it over. That just makes it less offensive a thing.
Yeah.
That it's got a bright blue ribbon tied around it.
Yeah.
I shop here pretty regularly. It's really the best place in town if you want to support local creators. Plus, I've been cutting down on plastic, including dog toys.
I love when you settle into an accent, you find it, and then there's suddenly the whole timbre of your voice takes on. It's very exciting.
We aren't going to save the environment without making some inconvenient choices, right? Really, a lot of us can do better.
Oh god, she's insufferable.
That felt weirdly pointed.
did.
There's a lot of preachy people in this game.
There really is. I just feel like the redhead with the esports was his.
Except for Anders.
Except for our Anders.
It's like the game knows who its best character is, and they're
Totally.
like, everyone just fuck this guy.
Totally.
Yeah, I guess I never really thought too hard about it. Well, maybe it's time to start.
Oh, that's not the way to start a relationship.
Every choice you make affects something else in this world. It's like the butterfly effect. I'm Astrid Brooks, figure skater.
Oh my god! I can't believe she introduced herself like that.
Astrid extends a hand, which I cautiously shake. Her grip is surprisingly firm, and her shake firmer yet.
Again, and how did you find the temperature and the texture of her hand?
Were there any calluses at the base of her finger? I'm Bo. I just moved here. I'm a photographer. Sort of.
What does that mean?
Well, I'm just sort of a hobbyist right now. Hopefully I'll pick up some gigs, but I only just moved here.
You need more conviction. You're a photographer, and you will be picking up gigs.
Oh, she's all about self-affirmation.
She is. She is.
Well, I like your optimism.
I gotta be going.
It's not optimism, it's determination. Everything in life is just what you put into it, you know? Anyway, you should come and see Laika and I practice sometime. We're at the skating rink most days.
At the end of each one of her sentences, can you say, up next on BBC One?
Or is she a little bit more ITV?
ITV.
Yeah.
ITV.
Wow, there's a skating rink in Rainbow Bay?
Sure is. It's an Olympic level rink too. There's a gym there and everything next on ITV.
Oh, you have to do it every time now.
I have to go and get ready for practice now, actually. Bye, and thanks again for the bully stick right after Doctor Who on ITV.
It's Doctor Who. No, Doctor Who's BBC, isn't it?
I don't think anyone except for literally the editor gives a shit.
Sorry, Will.
And really, don't look up what it's made of. It's a penis.
On ITV.
That only makes me want to look it up more.
It does.
We'll see you around, Astrid.
Can we talk about for a moment? It is so weird that you told me the piece of information about the bully stick 10 minutes before we started filming this.
I guess it's just that this game is marketed literally to me specifically.
It's true.
It's like, I love dating sims, I love quirky writing, and I love dogs, and I know about all of that stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like, if people are going to be writing in quirky anecdotes about dog ownership,
Yeah.
that's one that I offered to you today, that clearly the writers have been like, here's a quirky anecdote about owning a dog.
Totally.
They love bull penis.
That's and here's something I know about Steph Dixon. She loves dried bull dick. She's gonna love this game.
She's a little bit odd, but I think I like her.
Do we?
I feel like she'd be feisty in the bedroom.
She would be. I liked her outfit. Mm-hmm. And I like her look. I think she's got a cool look.
Yeah.
I don't like... well, here's the thing. I believe most of the things that she says. I just don't like people who force that on you.
Yeah,
Like, I'm all
totally.
for, like positive thinking and recycling.
But she basically, like, she kind of told us off, like, in the first meeting.
Yeah,
Which
she
is
was-
really intense. Which
yeah.
is like, you shouldn't do this. Which is a really aggressive thing to say to someone when you meet them.
Yeah.
But I get that they're just pushing the whole idea of the fact that she's very about actualization and, like, witchy-related stuff.
She's no Anders.
Well, let's meet the other chick.
Okay, yeah. Maribel.
Maribel.
Best flat white in Rainbow Bay.
It says she's at a local cafe. Let's go get you a puppuccino, Massive.
And Massive loves puppuccinos.
It took a little while, but I eventually found the cafe. The shop front is modest, barely distinguishable from the surrounding units, and only a small sign declares the place to be named Cool Story Brew. Just as I take another step towards opening the door, a piercing sound splits through the air.
I just want to point out that there's also just no doors still.
Well, that's a door, isn't it? That's a glass door.
There's no doors. There is no doors anywhere. How do you get into that building?
The doors are hidden.
No one lives
They're just
here.
off screen.
Do you reckon that this is some sort of like...
Truman Show.
Yeah, some sort of simulation that we've walked into. It's like, how far can we push someone until they become a dog?
I can hardly tell where it's coming from or what it is. It sounds like a squeaky toy? Or 5 squeaky toys. Massive isn't too pleased about the noise.
But he would love squeaky toys. She would love squeaky toys.
You do the voice of question mark.
Oh, I'm so bad at voices. What should it be?
Just think of a region of the world. Maybe she is American.
Gravy.
What?
I don't know.
That was like more Australian.
How do you... It's hard to get an American accent off one word.
Think Valley Girl. That's the easiest way to do it. Or Southern. Valley Girl or Southern. You want the stereotypes.
What, say gravy for me.
Gravy.
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 Say here gravy, here gravy, good girl.
Here, Gravy. Good girl.
Here gravy, good girl.
The buff woman,
She's buff.
having stepped away from the counter,
She was at the counter.
quickly hops towards the curb and bends over. She's... I put too much emphasis on that. She bends over.
Yeah. Just say it another 4 or 5 times. It'll feel natural.
She just bends over.
She just bends over. There's nothing weird about it. She bends over.
She scoops up an immaculately groomed Pomeranian, kisses her on the forehead, and pops her into a backpack that's adorable. I guess I just didn't see the dog amongst all the hustle and bustle. That, and it's tiny.
Hey there. I see you met Gravy. Sorry about the barking. She's just a little shy.
You're like, I'm walking here.
I don't do accents.
No, I like it. It's good. It's funny.
No. We can't say, I'm sorry, her name is Gravy when our dog is called Massive.
Yeah.
We are forced into the first option.
But doesn't she get hot in there?
Nope, check it out. This is the Pop Pack 3000 with the reinforced acrylic Dargovision viewing station, 47 unique ventilation points, and a built-in organic pheromone diffuser.
Wow, she likes the tech stuff.
This bad boy is the latest and greatest in pup accessories and is the perfect mobile home for the bestest of girls. Yep, that's you, Gravy. Yes, it is, Gravy.
I'm sorry, her name is Gravy?
Actually, it's pronounced Gravy. Yeah, but that's just a nickname. It's short for Gravedigger.
Gravedigger?
I feel like that doesn't match with this outfit. Doesn't she look like a gravedigger to you?
So I'm getting this woman is quirky. Put that poop in the bin, Peter. Put it in there.
Well binned.
The woman squats down. The woman squats down impressively fast and holds a hand to Massive.
Why can't you be fine with women just using their legs to do things like bend over and squat down? Why is it always she bends over or she squats down impressively fast? Why can't it just be she bends over, she squats down?
I don't know.
Why do you have to make everything weird,
I
Steph?
guess it's just like you don't hear people using those movements like regularly in writing.
You're a pervert.
Maybe I am.
I think
Maybe I am.
I think squats down impressively fast is. I think they're trying to imply
That she
she's very
works out.
fit and works out, but it's like, look, this is a slow squat.
That was good.
And then this is a normal squat. And then this is squatting impressively fast. And I'm like, impressively fast? Normal squat? There's really not much of a difference.
I feel like getting down isn't like that impressive. It's like going down and then back up again is what's impressive. Like someone doing a Cossack dance.
Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
My thighs are on fire right now.
Massive licks her hand and bows their head for maximum pats.
What a little cutie.
This is Massive. I just got her recently.
Well, it's very lovely to meet you, Massive. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. You must be new in town if you're a recent adopter. What brought you out to Rainbow Bay?
Oh, you know, life. Nothing to do with a mystical dog wizard or anything.
Dog wizard?
No, nothing.
Aw, I was so intrigued. Anyway, I should really get going. I have to get Gravy to daycare before my next meeting. See you around sometime?
Before I can respond, the woman power walks away with Gravy yipping a friendly goodbye from her pup palace.
Squatting impressive.
Barely 30 seconds pass before I see the same woman veering around the corner and powering towards me again.
I've seen you before.
What?
I just remembered. On Vufa, right? We got matched.
Oh, yeah. I didn't think you recognized me.
Let me introduce myself properly. I'm Maribel Summers, urban planner and Pomeranian lover.
She extends a hand to shake. It is distressingly sweaty. I guess she broke a sweat sprinting back here. See, again, this is not doing a lot to like endear us to this character.
Yeah.
I feel like the only character that has been written like they've stepped out of a romance novel was Anders, and everyone else has kind of been negging us in some way.
Yep.
Or like had something weird and gross about them.
Sweating all right, calm yourself down. The other thing, which I only just picked up on, is she was like, I know you, you're from Vufa. And so it implies that we've come here, pretended that we weren't on Vufa, and have like bumped, because we never brought it up. So if I was
Yeah.
her, I would be weirded out that
We
it's
just
like,
admitted that we recognized her but didn't introduce ourselves.
Yeah. Isn't that strange?
It is weird.
That feels like I've been stalking you as opposed to like we just bumped into each other.
Totally. I've just been watching you from across the street like a stalker.
Yeah, with all those power squats. Well, it was lovely to meet you. We should meet again to get to know each other a little better. I swear, I'm not always in this much of a rush. Let's exchange emails.
Of course, I will be in touch. Maribel jogs away once more, leaving me with her email address scribbled on the back of a piece of paper. Who does that?
Weirdos.
You would like text it to someone, or you would digitally transfer it somehow.
Why would you even text your email address? You would send them your phone number.
It looks like a receipt for one protein bar for $10.
That's $10 as well.
She seems like a whirlwind of fun, huh, Massive? I crouch. That's a more, like, reasonable word to use than squat.
Yeah. I could tell because you didn't pop a little boner when you said it.
I crouch down to pet Massive, subtly wiping my sweat-covered palms onto her fur. Lovely. Well, I guess we should keep on moving. All right, Felix Green, let's do it.
Fine.
He's a bit too pretty
Yeah.
to be Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
Like, on second viewing, I'm not loving him. The Rainbow Bay Library, huh? I guess this guy must read a lot.
I mean, Bo is just trolling the town for love.
She's really knocking them all off in one day.
Yeah, she's literally just going from like spot to spot going like, do I like ya? Do I like ya? Would I bed ya?
It's kind of surprising the dogs are allowed in here, even for Rainbow Bay. I mean, it is a library. What if a dog started...
It's balked.
Oh, no.
Oh, God.
No one seemed to notice. I guess everyone in this town is just used to hearing dogs all the time. Relieved to avoid making a scene, I wait a moment before rewarding Massive silence with a treat. Good job with the training, the positive reinforcement. Good girl, Massive.
I always found it hard doing that training because it's like, how long is an appropriate gap between the bark and when you've decided that they've actively decided to be silent to reward a treat? Very difficult, very difficult. This guy has a holster. 2 holsters. Double holsters. Do you reckon he's keeping doggy bags in it? Do you reckon it's like treats in one, bags in the other?
Looking at him now,
So much thought went into that. Okay.
he feels like he's wearing a very tight, long sleeve shirt, which I feel like dudes do when they want to show off their, like, muscular structure.
That's what I wear all the time when I'm not on camera.
The holsters, He better have a good reason for having them. He's not just like a weird gun nut.
I bet you $10 that he has treats in one and dog bags in the other. And I reckon he could even potentially be the town poop cop.
What sort of voice will you do for this guy?
Me?
Yeah.
No, you do the good voices. I do the weirdos.
I know, but I'm doing so many others, and I think
know,
you
it
should
feels
do them.
unfair. Okay, fine. I will do some sort of... What's a good country? Oh, Clint Eastwood? Yeah.
Hey, this is a library. Keep quiet.
I like it. Wait, what?
A library. You know, books. People come here to read or just get some peace and quiet. It's not really a place to have a conversation once you talk.
Scotty's like looking at you nervously.
I'm so sorry, baby girl.
She's like, that's the angry voice. I look the abrupt young man up and down. I recognize him from Woofer. I think his name is Felix. His hair is styled back, but not so much to seem pristinely groomed. It's more like he's deliberately tried to make it look effortless. His tight black shirt betrays a well-sculpted torso, large pectorals further framed by straps of brown leather which wrap around to his back. Below his armpits sit 2 holsters, fortunately devoid of firearms. An identification tag hangs from his belt, but it's a little too far for me to read.
That's fine. You know his name's Felix.
All I did was praise her.
So, do it quietly.
Again, like, aggressive.
All of them are pricks.
Maybe it's like to tap into like that thing that people have where they want someone to be shitty, but
Negging.
then they want you to be the person who like melts them.
Oh, right,
You know, like
yeah.
the hard bad boy exterior.
You can fix him.
That's like a legit fantasy for a lot of people where it's like, yeah, he's just like troubled and broken, but then like you are the key to unlock his soul.
Spoiler alert, they mainly stay troubled and broken.
Sorry, officer, I don't want any trouble.
Officer,
Are you not a cop?
I work here.
You're a librarian? So why the holsters?
One is for my phone, the other is for treats.
How? How did you predict that? That's amazing. And also very weird. Now I hate him. Ew.
Can I tell you a terrible fact about myself?
What's that?
When I was like 12, I told my mum that I wanted to get a holster so that I could put the TV remote in it. So I could wander around the house and have
that's
the TV remote.
cute.
And she was like, no, you'll look like an idiot. And I was like, yeah, that's probably true. But I wanted to just be like, and then holster it back up so we'd always know where it was. And do you know what I got instead? I got a dog, like a little sort of weighted toy dog thing
Yeah.
that sits on the side of the couch that has a little pouch hanging down there, and then you put the remote in that. So he sits on the arm of the couch, and then you tuck the remote in.
Cute and functional.
And do you know what I used to do?
What?
I used to tuck that dog into my pants. So I had a holster.
How can this guy possibly be anything but a wanker?
How can you live with yourself? He doesn't even have AirPods. He still has wired headphones.
No, they're from Malta. He's around here somewhere.
Felix turns around and puts the tips of his thumb and forefinger to his mouth and gives a single sharp whistle. He
Okay.
just told us to be quiet.
That's true.
And now he's whistling. Hey,
You know.
what happened to being quiet?
I'm the librarian, so I guess I get to make exceptions.
He's a wanker and a hypocrite.
Let me tell you a very quick story about a prick cop. I'm waiting at the traffic lights. It's a red light. Cop starts driving up next to me and then sees it's a red light and then just goes whoop whoop and then just drives through the red light and then turns the siren off and keeps driving at normal speed. That was no fucking emergency. You weren't saving anyone from a murder. You just wanted to get through the red light because
That was
you're a
dodgy.
prick cop.
That was dodgy. Before I can complain, a large, albeit lithe German Shepherd comes bounding out from between some of the bookshelves and stops immediately by Felix's side.
Goodbye, Mona.
True to his explanation, Felix pulls out a small treat from his left holster and feeds it to Mulder. Oh, he's so well behaved.
Yeah, he's still pretty young. Went to Impulse Academy right now.
Hey, us too. This is Massive, by the way. Massive sniffs the ground and turns away from Mulder.
Ooh, dogs are a good sense of character.
Looks like she doesn't want to say hi. Probably for the best. This isn't the ideal environment to be introducing 2 untrained dogs.
Massive shuffles behind my legs and stares at the door. You're probably right. Maybe we could just hang out sometime and then give them a chance to become friends.
Yeah, that could be good. I mean, if you want it. I guess.
Yeah. See, like, he's giving us all the sort of signals that he's not interested, but I think it's more that he's just shy and brooding.
Yeah,
and the
totally.
game wants us to, like, break through that, like, tough exterior.
I used to, because he's constantly blushing. I used to be shy and brooding when I was younger. And people thought that I was all stuck up because I was just nervous to introduce myself to people. In fact, funny story, I started a new job at one point and I didn't really know anyone there. And I turned up to work one day and I was like, thought I was the only person in the office, but there was one other person in the office and they were kind of standing across on the other side of the room. And I'd kind of been like, oh, well, this is a
I
really
know
big
this
opportunity.
story.
And I sort of waved and I said, hi. And then that person just didn't reply to me at all. And I don't know. I feel like the kind of intense shame that came along with that encounter stuck with me for maybe 4 or 5 years.
Listen, I was just about to say that I wasn't necessarily dark and brooding as a teenager, but I was just often very distracted and a bit of a daydreamer. So often people may have thought that I wasn't paying attention to them, but it was just that I was in my own world. And so I often give people the wrong impression about myself.
Right, okay.
But it is not so much of a flaw as an adorable quirk.
Oh, okay, that's interesting. I guess, yeah, that's. I mean, from my perspective, it's kind of like when you put yourself out there in that scenario. I feel like it's the person who knows the environment should probably be making the effort in the first place. But
Yeah.
yeah. It's,
I could show you around the gym sometime, maybe.
The gym.
show you around the gym.
There's two people that are like wildly into fitness and a figure skater. I like the guy who was into food. Not allowed in gyms.
That's good. I'm not allowed within 10 feet of a single gym.
I am not allowed
What?
in gyms.
You're not allowed in gyms?
Yes. I was banned from all gyms for life. The government.
And why would they do that?
Because I broke the law, obviously.
Well, we're really doubling down on this.
Which law?
No, I mean the law. It's the name of a machine. It's a gym machine called the Law, and I broke it. It was a really expensive one, and the government sued me.
The government sued you for breaking the law. Not legislation, but an exercise machine which they owned.
Correct. Yes.
And because you broke it, they banned you for life.
Well, they couldn't fix it. You see, it's so broken.
Can I just say, this is actually kind of cute flirting. Yeah. I mean, except for the voice.
How'd you break it?
You know what? I lifted it too hard and too fast, and the weights, they just went straight through the top of the machine.
Right, so you broke the law by lifting too hard.
Yeah, that is correct.
Well, we could just go for a run with our dogs then, unless you're banned from the outdoors as well.
Why does he like take a hint? I don't want to go to the gym. Why is he suggesting a run now?
Totally. I just want to eat Anders out.
No, of course not.
All right, well, I should get back to work. These books won't put themselves back in the shelves. How do you mean you won't?
Well, I never told you my name. Bum, bum, bum.
Oh, yeah, but I recognize you from Vava, so because you know how to
Is his
contact
jaw wired shut?
me. Yes, it is.
Before I can say anything further, Felix ducks into the office behind the front desk with Mulder in tow. The door swings comically behind him.
What? This guy sucks.
I feel like the person who wrote this doesn't know what comically means. Like, in both instances where it's been used, I'm like, that's not the context for that word.
Yeah, totally.
I should add that the rest of the writing is very good. I just take issue with the use of that one specific word.
Also, all the characters you write suck except for Anders.
No, I feel like that's just because we haven't explored the depths of their personalities and we're just going for the sweet, sweet candy that's presented to us first.
This candy's so
Because we're weak and shallow.
and hungry.
and we like
Maybe
to
he
eat.
turns out to be a real shit.
They wouldn't do that to us.
Because maybe he's just too smooth.
Nah,
You know what
they
I mean?
wouldn't do that to us. Whew, it's been a busy day. We've been all over the city, but there's still so much left to explore. For now, I think it's time to rest our weary feet and pause.
Good idea.
Looking around, the arts district seems like it's starting to wind down for the day. A few cafes are closing up and there's all round less hustle and bustle. Still, some of the residents of Rainbow Bay are lounging outside bars, baking in the late afternoon sun with their dogs. Others are simply drifting through, transient, but in no hurry at all.
No, sorry. Others are simply comically drifting through, transient but in no hurry at all.
As I wander along, I feel a sharp tug at the end of Massive's leash.
Someone's trying to steal the dog!
I whip my head around to see Massive is rooted in place outside a shop front, staring in and standing alert. What is it, Massive? My eyes wander upwards to read a small, indistinct sign hanging from an otherwise blacked out window. Fox's Tavern and Bar? You want to go in, Massive? Massive shuffles up to the door and paws gently at the glass.
Like that scene in Titanic.
I guess that's a yes. I have no idea what I'm about to discover, but I have a feeling it's not going to be like anything from New York.
And we're going to leave it there. All these people suck. I only care about Anders. Tier listing.
I'm into the figure skater. I know she was like really haughty and whatever, but I'm still like intrigued by her.
My tier list is Anders,
Yep.
Mirabelle,
Okay.
Manic Pixie Dream Girls figure skater,
Yep.
Felix.
Yeah. Mine's the same except that I swapped the figure skater with Mirabelle.
And what is it about the figure skater that's getting you hot under the collar?
I like that she like knows what she wants and is
Interesting.
like, very clear about it. Mm-hmm. I don't know. I guess the figure skater is kind of interesting.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
Like the other two seem to just be really into the gym, but she's like pursuing an active passion.
That's a good point.
I like that she's witchy,
That's true.
and I love that she has a samurai head.
Yeah, okay. No, you've convinced me. She's the second best one.
The other woman was like funky and cool, but she was sort of sweaty.
She was sweating
and
a lot.
bit erratic.
Yeah, and like running around and then running back, and also like not being weirded out by the fact that we're stalking her.
Felix can go in the toilet.
Yep. Felix is everything that is wrong
The
with
holster?
modern librarians. Oh, the holster. Maybe there's a world where we can fix him, and by fix him, I mean boot him out of Rainbow Bay.
When I saw his picture, I was like, the only way that holster is going to be okay is if it is 4 guns, and the only way I'm okay with him having guns is if he is some sort of like police officer. And as soon as he like wasn't a police officer, my heart just was like, this is going into a bad place.
And also, I don't know if you heard her, but fuck the police and your stop siren and your stoplight running sirens. We're just going to let that dog poo, and we'll be back with another episode soon. You can head to our Patreon, patreon.com/backpocket, or you can see us stream live on Twitch multiple times a week at twitch.tv/back_pocket.
Are you a good girl? Come here. Come on. Come on. Good girl.
It's like she better come up because that's a lot of rejection.
Yeah. She's like, I'm too hot for the chair. Oh, she likes that.
What time does the post office close? Oh, we're still filming.